Welcome you guys. So today's video is this makeup look using MAC Blue Brown. That was so ugly. Seriously, if you're gonna buy one pigment from MAC, make it be Blue Brown. I was gonna say product, but there's others that I would take anyways. So I'm just showing you how to get this super simple, like crazy easy look using MAC Blue Brown and one other eyeshadow. Starting out, I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is NW20. And I'm going to use this to even out my eyelid and also to prime for the shadows that I'm going to use. Next up, I'm taking this Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is the blue one in the shade Tenacious Teal. I'm just going to put that on my lid. You can use a brown base or even a black base, any color base you want. I just wanted to use blue to see if it would help bring out the blue in the pigment. But honestly, the pigment is so crazy pigmented that it completely 100% covers any base that you put on it. Now I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just gonna buff out the edges of that blue. Now on the Sigma E40, I'm taking MAC Rice Paper. And I'm just putting that down right above the blue and up towards the eyebrow. Just to help the pigment blend out easier. And I just like, this has a tiny bit of a sheen to it. So it'll look really good when the pigment is blended out into it. It is MAC Blue Brown. It's like a duochrome blue and brown, obviously. I'm taking this on my MAC 217. I just dip a tiny bit onto the very tip of the brush and then kind of swirl it around in the lid. Just going to buff that right over the blue. And I am moving that up into the crease. So I want the pigment most intense right here on the lid. Then as we move upwards, that's when I'm just kind of blowing it out and softening it. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but as you blend it out, the blue kind of disappears and it leaves this really pretty red-brown that kind of blends into the crease. So it looks like we're using multiple shadows or products and stuff to get this kind of reddy brown color in the crease. Depending on how the light is hitting it, it looks brown or kind of red toned or blue or kind of green even. So such a great product. Now back to my E40, I'm just going to buff out the edges of that, the very, very edge of that color. I'm now going to take the same blue on my finger and run that under the lash line. Now I'm taking my Sigma E30, this pencil brush. I'm taking it all the way to the inner corner, just like I did the top lid. Soften the edges, I'm back to my 217 and I'm just going to buff around the very outer edges. I'm picking up rice paper again, and I'm just going to place that right on the inner corner. And on my waterline, I am taking the Stila Smudge Stick in Peacock. This is a waterproof liner, so it's great for the waterline. And it's such a pretty blue color. While I'm at it, I'm just going to take Urban Decay Perversion and Tightline. Just really black out the roots of the lashes. It's a simple solid line up on my lashes to help hide my lash band. And this is my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black. One of my favorite, actually probably my favorite liquid liner I've ever used. For mascara, I'm using this Benefit Their Real sample. The lashes I'm using are Sephora Celebrity Lash. My lashes are on. I used my Duo Dark Tone Lash Glue. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit in dark. And this Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, the number 12, that has the spoolie on the back. And I'm just going to fill in my brows. Now to clean up my brows, I'm taking my Sheer Cover Duo Concealer. Taking the darker one right here. This is my Urban Decay Naked 2 brush. And I'm just going to clean up the edges. Now taking rice paper one more time, and I'm just going to set that right under the brow. Kind of blend it out even more. So here's the eyes all finished, and let's get right into the skin. I am going to be using this CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation, but it is a shade or two too dark, so I'm going to mix in a little bit of this L'Oreal True Match. This is in W2, and this is in 857. I'm taking that with my Eco Tools Custom Coverage Buffing Brush. Let's just see how that matches so far. Still a little dark, so I'm adding some more of that lighter foundation. So this CoverGirl foundation, it claims to be a 3-in-1, a primer, foundation, and also the coverage of a concealer. And I really do think it has the coverage of a concealer. So that's awesome. I don't know if it lasts like a primer or anything. I haven't noticed that, but it does have super great coverage. Like, I don't need a concealer on my face at all. I am going to brighten up underneath my eye though with my MAC Pro Longwear. Just going to take it with my finger. So just get as close as you can. But we can always go back in and kind of buff out any harsh lines of concealer or anything like that. I'm taking my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm just going to work that in a little more. This is a pretty bright under eye right now. You don't have to go as bright, but when I have kind of a sultry eye like this, I like to really keep my under eye bright. I'm going to take a little bit of that right down the center of my nose, just where I want to slim it down. On my Cupid's bow, on my chin. Take a little right here as well. So just re-smoking everything out. Nothing else on my brush because there is still product there that I'm just going to pull down. I'm going to set underneath the eye with Hourglass Dim Light with my Sigma Tapered Highlighter brush. This is the F35. This product, because it is kind of like a beigey skin tone shade, it will help tone down the brightness of that under eye concealer, so it already looks more natural. If you want a super highlighted bright under eye, then use a brightening powder or something that is like lighter than your skin tone. This is pretty close to mine, so it tones down that MAC Pro Longwear, which I want. If you don't want that, then go for something brighter or lighter or anything like that. That's all the setting that I'm going to do. I ran that through my T-zone and stuff. Now I'm going to take NARS Laguna. This is like a baby size cute little baby sized one. And my Real Techniques Multitask Face Brush. We're just going to bronze up a little. I love this brush for all over bronzer. It's great. It's really easy to blend with. Just the way that the bristles are shaped and made. I don't know. Love it. I didn't set my cheeks right here with a powder yet, so I'm going to use this cream brush. So I'm going to use this cream blush from Makeup Forever. This is the HD blush in shade 225. Gorgeous peachy coral shade. And so natural looking. This is the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. I'm just kind of pushing it into the skin because I don't want to buff it out and move around my foundation that's under there. On pale skin, it would be gorgeous. But on me right now, I have a little tan going on. It is pretty subtle. I could build it up if I wanted, but I just want subtle everything else because the eyes are kind of full on. Oh, highlight. I'm taking Betty Loumanizer. So pretty. Great for tan and darker, medium to dark skin tones. I'm just taking a tiny bit on this Tarte brush. Just adding it right above my cheekbones. Excuse my baby hairs. So I kept everything pretty subtle, kind of like a barely there bronzer and blush and highlight look. Lip, I'm going to play around a little bit. This is Revlon Cream. This is Revlon Peach Me. It's a lot orangier than I thought it would be. I'm taking now Revlon again. Color Burst lip gloss in Bellini, number 42.
Mommy,
Hi, boy.
my teeth is hurting.
Your teeth are hurting.
But it's just hurting.
Let me see. Say ah. Oh, it's because you need to go brush them. So here is the finished look. As I've said a million times already, I love this product, Blue Brown Pigment by MAC. It is like $21 for this little jar. If you don't want to go out and purchase that, this Wet n Wild palette by Comfort Zone. This bottom corner shade right here is the definer shade. It is so similar. It's exactly got the blue and brown duochrome going on. So here's the MAC Blue Brown Pigment with a base underneath, and here is, dang it, and this is the Wet n Wild color, no base underneath that. And I think this whole palette is like $5. It's not a pigment, but it's still got the same type of feel going on. So check that out if you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I think it's such an easy thing to do. You use this one product, maybe one other shadow like I used, and you get something that looks like you put a lot more work into it than you actually did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully some of you try it out, either with the MAC Blue Brown or that Wet n Wild shade that I showed you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TATUM_HOSEA. I post pictures of looks that I don't do videos for, so check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later in another video, hopefully soon. Bye!